to some high energy.
All right.
Peace and love, family. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm here with another powerful brother who'll be joining us for the Purple Sage Festival. Brother, why don't you introduce yourself? Let us know where you're living these days and, what you're doing with yourself.
Hey, my name is Akeem Aaron. I like to say that I live on planet Earth. Sometimes we could go into specifics, but I think I'm gonna try to keep it vague at this moment, but not just vague. I'm legit on planet Earth, and you know, I'm having the time of my life. Some there is times where I don't want to be on planet Earth because I feel like planet Earth is going a direction that I'm not trying to be. But for the most part, I'm just a young brother that is doing the best that he can. I'm into photography, music, writing. I'm into creating, collaborating in different ways, and just expanding my being. I've connected with Omar just recently at an event, and I got nothing but love for this brother because that's what he expressed. He expressed nothing but love. He expressed divine consciousness and just being grounded uh, as a being. And I think that resonated with me, and that's why I'm present there today.
I appreciate you, brother. I did meet you at a wonderful gathering, which is the Awaken JC. We have recently solidified our collaboration with them. So now Awaken JC is together on the same platform as OMZL and the Purple Sage Festival. So they have all sorts of people expressing themselves however they see fit. That's exactly what we do here too, bro, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I met you there. You were taking some photos and all that. And as I was speaking, I was noticing that you were paying attention to what I was saying. So
Oh,
I picked those cues up in the room, who's paying attention. Because some people, as you know, they hear you, but they're not paying attention.
right, right.
But I noticed that you were. So that's why I approached you and we started chopping it up. And yeah, man, let's keep it going.
Yeah, man. I listen to you, man, and I think you have a voice as well that soothe. It's not coming in forcefully, and as well, I realized one of the things about you as well in the space, you was very careful about how you articulate yourself, and I think that is key because a lot of people do not think about the words that they expel, and words are magical things. It could either free you or it could either imprison you, and I think, the way you speak is, you try to be careful that your words don't crash into people's minds or, so forth, but is able to heal who is, willing to heal on that level or to kind of be aligned along that way. And I think, yeah, that stands out to me, you know, um, and it's important. I think it's very important. I think I've been seeing things online in that way, and as well aligning myself with things that speaks in that direction.
Yeah, I think as us as creators, artists, because that's what we are. We
Right,
are artists, we are creators, right? So, when you think of creating, most people don't think of God, which God is the ultimate creator. Like, look around you, like the bees, the flowers, the sky, the air, the water, like you eat food, right? All the
right,
minerals and vitamins go to different parts, and then the waste goes out. Like, who did that? Like, that's the master designer, right?
right,
But we are made in God's image, or the creator's image too. So we are God.
right,
Also, we create and destroy too, if we have that power to do that. So why not create something beautiful together?
right. I'm happy you said that. What is interesting about what you said as well, because it's like in my head is going. It's so funny. It's translated in my head because it's like you know you're sharing the very thoughts of my own. That I've shared with people before as well. But to people that doesn't has this level of consciousness, when you tell them that, it sounds so crazy, and then you started like saying to yourself, okay, I can't vibrate on this level with this person because now it's it's gonna be a bottle instead of a dance or a song or so forth. Because one of the things that I've examined from this life as well is like, this might just seem like a dialogue, but there is music in it, there's vibration in it, there's so many different frequency that we are transmitting when we speak. Yeah. And for the most part, when you kind of like meet people that don't know how to transmit on that level, you have to take a step back, because it's like, no, this is gonna be a clash instead of something that should complement each other and be like,
Mhm,
complement each other.
mhm, mhm. For sure, for sure, man. We are reflections of one another. Like it's an old saying, but we truly are. Like,
And we are.
yeah, I need to speak with somebody, like, or else I get trapped, like in the head, like we all do. Like we start, on that wheel, like, and then we'll be like, oh, and we need to express with other beings. That's why we're pack animals. We do well with each other. We create incredible things. We destroy too, but
Yeah.
when we do create and come together, man, we do incredible things. Humans, wow.
There is a dialogue that I have had one time with my partner. I'm trying to remember exactly how it goes, but there is a masculine energy, and as well, like a part that we kind of like, we somehow shine or glow in when we, how to put it, when we destroy. I'm not going to try to go find words that are too forceful in that way, but I guess let's say when we destroy certain things, like there's also a part of it, like certain times, like not certain, like certain things do need to be destroyed so new energy could form and so forth. Like sometimes you have to go that route as well. And it's not one of those things that we speak about, because I'm also someone that is very careful about how I look at life. I mean, I started to look at life and differently, like 2, 3 years ago as well, where I take a different step and approach in my life, especially in my diet, and as well, not like me changing my diet was also me looking at life itself. Like your diet is one of two things. It's either life or death. Like sometimes we not sometimes, a lot of us don't have those, we don't have the scope to see that. Like it's either life or death. Like in order for you to heat, most times, based on how a lot of people heat, in order for
Mm,
you to heat, something has to die. And for me, it's like, in order for me to heat, I want something to live instead of dying. And but a lot of people is, in order for me to succeed, somebody has to die. Something has to die for me to heat.
mm,
Like there's another way. There's another way for us
mm,
to take the cycle of life to a next level, for us to be able to bring forth life and multiply life, as we also consume, or we also what's the word, I would say, take part in this journey of life. But for the most part is sometimes as well, sometimes if you look at it, a lot of us are participating in the destruction of life rather
mm,
than the building and connection that helps to form new life. And
mm,
I'm doing my best to to get to that place where I could eventually start multiplying as well. Speaking on a different level as well, because I think I've, I've there's no profound time period and when you should, but it's like, in my head I'm sensing, you know I am ready, but it's like, am I, in this realm that we are dealing with, so many things that keeps us bound. where we aren't able to operate at the level that we should.
Yeah, yeah, so true. I've had many of these thoughts myself. The first one was Vishnu, right? Vishnu is the goddess, the destroyer, but also the creator, right? We should say that in the same sentence because Vishnu come in and throws the ground around and destroys everything, but then that's where fertile ground it comes up, and seeds are being sown in different areas. So we should keep that in mind. And
Right.
then you mentioned about us creating like together and multiplying in that, and when are we ready to, you'll know when you're ready, you'll know, because I've had these thoughts too a few times, not many times, but one of them was the eating. That
Mm.
was the one that was coming to me, like, when, and I was like, yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you really ready? Like, yeah, yeah, and then I started making like small changes, because
Mm.
some people look at my lifestyle and they be like, "Man, how could you eat that?" I'm like, I didn't just wake up one morning and decide that I was going to be a plant-based food all the time. Like,
Right.
it took time. I had to figure out what is it that I like, man, and what serves me best, and then I don't really eat meat. I have I like to say I'm a flexitarian,
Mm.
right? I eat what I want to eat, bro. Like,
Right.
but I think on a deeper level, when I eat, if I eat steak, I try to make it like a grass fed, grass finished. I normally don't. I usually don't. I just don't. But I notice that my energy is more aggressive when I eat meat, like,
Mm.
something like that. But when I'm more plant based, I'm more spiritual. I'm more earth connected and with people and more considerate. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get upset too. Everybody, I mean, not
Yeah.
everybody, but yeah.
I think, with that part you mentioned there, I think, in this life, a lot of us, stumble upon each other and we don't know what is our purpose in each other's lives. And as well as like this world, there's so many stuff that is going wrong. I'm not, there's a lot of stuff that's going right as well. There's not everything is not going wrong and everything is not going
Thank you.
right. But
Thank you.
it's like people are fighting a lot of battles in their head. And sometimes you being peaceful and you cross path with these people, and it could be anyone, right? But you cross path with them. The the first thing that is happening is that they have a lot that is going on. And you might be having a lot going on, but you have control somewhat of your life. And but the thing now is, being that you showing so much control, sometimes people is gonna crash out on you, or they're gonna throw these things, yeah, tantrums or whatever it is, into your mind to see if they could connect to you through this negative energy. And the thing is, sometimes what
Mm.
happens is, because you might be so helpful, or just because you might think you could basically flip the script, kind of help them, or help yourself in the process, helping them, just getting through whatever it is. But what happened is, because sometimes you engage, sometimes you're just not supposed to engage in these people, but you engage, and that engagement costs you everything. Because
Mm.
some some people is, because you're so happy, because you're
Mm.
so peaceful, because you're so
Mhm.
jolly, and
Mhm.
use all of these good passionate things,
Right.
they are ready to steal that from you.
The energy vampires.
So sometimes we talk about wealth being stolen, cash and this, but people are also stealing the happiness out of your mind, just like this,
Mm.
snatched it and gone. And you let them
Right.
now turn into what they was. And they're gone with what you
Mm.
had. And now it's like, how do
Right.
I get back to that place? How do I reach back into the sky where my mind was? Yes, I was walking on planet Earth, but my mind was somewhere else, so calm, so peaceful. I was probably outside in hell, but my mind was in a palace somewhere out
Mm.
where I felt a sense of peace. And Well, like, everybody else was screaming, "There's fire! It's burning!"
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Just because you decided to shake hands or rub shoulders with someone else that didn't
Mhm.
understand this was me trying to keep them warm or whatever it
Mm.
is, or shield them from something else. It's like
Right.
you end up in that same place, and now you're wondering what is going
Mm.
on. You fell asleep again. Is this
Mm.
there's so many different dimension to I would think I would think into this scope of life that sometimes you don't know which one you're in, and 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 then when you become conscious again, then you start reflecting on these different things that you went through,
Mm.
these,
Mm.
and then you realize, that's what it was.
Mm.
I was happy, I was peaceful, I was going this direction, and something streamed me away.
Mm. That's a perfect segue to the Purple Sage Festival because that is one of our main goals is to have people come back, gather, and just remember. Just remember. That's it. We are like a species with amnesias. That's what some
Right,
people say because we just forgotten that we're all one. We're all connected. We helping one another. We can't do without one another. And then let's come back to these spaces. We
right,
we are on sacred land. The stewards of the land are in charge of over 250 acres of land, and the land they respect the indigenous people of the land too. They do recognize that the land is Lenni Lenape.
yeah,
That's part of the tribes. There's many different within that name,
yeah,
but they do honor them, and they have ceremonies too. They have like powwows there once a year, and there's some stones. There's like a stone hedge where
hmm,
they have placed these sort of very tall, slender, monolithic stones in a circle, and I'm told that they're aligned with the stars, bro. And then I'll show you when you get there. There's this stone that's in the middle. It has a groove in its circular. It's a huge stone, and I was told that they obtained that stone from the indigenous people of the land. So there were ceremonies for God knows how long, they're in the land. So they're very open as well. The I tell you about the stewards of the land, Dr. Larson, Stephen Larson. He had wrote some books with another intellect, and he's that gentleman has transitioned. His name was Joseph Campbell,
hmm,
and Joseph Campbell spoke about the hero's journey. We all need to have the hero's journey. All great stories, all great movies are about that, right? You go into the cave, it's dark, you slay the dragon, you get the pot of gold, and you come out, and we all have that personal thing. We all have to go through that. So, just to give you an idea of the people and the land that we're going on there, and I know you're a creator like myself, and just like we all are creators too.
right.
Um, and you'll be providing some photos and video, and I think drone as well too.
Yeah, I received my drone back yesterday, by the way.
That's what's up. We're ready to rock, man. Yeah.
Yes.
Excited, excited, bro. There's gonna be lots of music there, musicians, kids. The kids are free, and they're gonna do a special thing. I don't want to give too much away. Food vendors and all kinds of other vendors. You could pick up memorabilia of any sort, and healing modalities as well. There's even a massage person coming through. So there's all kinds of body work. And I have another brother that does sacred tattoos. So
Mm,
he's with us every year. And yeah, people get in his chair, and he's in it, bro. He's aligned, and he does some great work. The guy is nice. He's really super talented. So
wow.
I'm looking forward, man.
Yeah, man. Of course, we have to look forward. Forward is always better than backward. Every step forward is hmm, hmm. Every step forward is a new cycle, because a lot of times in this life we are repeating. And of course, repetition is good. Like you said, it's all about remembering, because
Mhm,
a lot of
mhm.
times we do forget. And it's good when someone is there to remind you. If it's at the door or wherever else, welcome, that's important. Like, you're welcome. A lot of people also deter you. But yeah, forward is always better than backwards. Most time
Yes.
backward is negative. So,
Let's go. Let's go. Forward together, bro. How about that? We just
yeah.
somebody told me not so long ago, we're just holding each other's hand, walking each other home. That's all we're really doing, bro. We think it's something else, but it's not. So thank you so much for your time. And I want to get you on the podcast, man. That way we can do some really deep dive, and good 50 minutes, 1 hour on all of these issues that we're talking about life and this realm and all of these ideas, bro. How's that sound?
Hey, it sounds good, man. And
Okay.
I appreciate you for having me here to begin with.
Of course.
And yeah, I'm always ready.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. Remember, family, June 13th, Purple Sage Festival at Stone Mountain Farm in Newport, New York. Love to have you there. Let me know and we'll set you up and get you in there. So until